Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be unboxing the Atlas crate, my favorite of the Kiwi crates. I'm very excited for this month. And so if you're new to my channel, I created this channel as a homeschooling resource to do unboxings like we're doing today, to give you curriculum ideas, organizational ideas, and also ways to invite Christ into your homeschool space. So if you're interested in those things, please hit that subscribe button. And let's open this crate. Okay, so the Atlas crate this month is Brazil. And I'm excited for this. My husband really loves Brazil. We've never been there, but he would love to go there. He studies some Portuguese in college. He picks up languages really easy. And this was one of his favorites. So he would still really love to go to Brazil. It says, make a hanging sloth, build a mini soccer game, and explore Brazil. Obviously, we're gonna be building something with soccer, right? So when we open it up, this is what it looks like. So we have our little card that normally comes with this, and that is gonna have a bunch of extra activities for us to do. And so when we open this up, it looks like this, Discover Brazil. Whoops, and there goes our little sticker we can put in our book. But this is a fun little activity down here. We actually haven't done any of these, but I figured when we're studying world geography, if we come upon the countries we've gotten in the Atlas crate, we can go over this more and do this activity together. And then our cards here, so it always has a really nice picture of the country we're talking about, and then a lot of good information. So this has some waterfalls on it and our little friends that follow us if you like to read their story together. And then I don't know what this one is. It's more of Brazil, of what they're doing. And oh, here's day 1, day 2, day 3. That's what they did. And then we have the rainforest creatures. So there's a bunch of different creatures on here you guys could talk about. And then the samba. I'm not a dancer. I don't have super great with rhythm, so this could be interesting, but it has how you could do it, like the little steps on the back. So maybe we'll try it out and look goofy. And then Brigadeiro, I was wondering if this was going to be the dessert in this one, or the recipe. I guess they're not always desserts, but I've wondered this. My husband has made this before for a little party we went to before we had kids. So I'm excited to make this. I'm sure he's excited as well. And it's a pretty simple recipe. So that's what's in there. And then in here, we're gonna do our soccer game, which looks like a foosball table kind of right here. And then we have our little sloth is what it was, right? Our little hanging sloth right there. And so we have some sticks, some just dowels, very skinny ones. And then some different pieces here. There's foam pieces, there's pipe cleaner. There's a bunch of these little red, I don't know what these are even called. They're like paper clips, sort of. You put them on to hold things, and they're actually really helpful. They provide them in the crates a lot to make sure papers don't move around, and I think it's a great idea for kids. Even for adults, it's a good idea. And then we have some little fluffy stuffing, probably for our sloth, I guess, I don't know. And then some tree pieces. This must be our sloth back here that we're gonna sew together. And then these pieces all look like they're for our little soccer game. So they're double-sided, but that heavier cardboard paper. I always forget what it's called. I can never remember. Anyways, and then here's the little field, and then the little people right here. So I'm excited to discover and explore Brazil and just to learn a little bit more about it. And so we're gonna get at it, and we're gonna let you know how it goes. it tastes good.
Boom!
Okay, I'm gonna try the Brigadeiro. Here we go. It's cold. It's been in the freezer. It tastes very good though. It has a nice chocolatey smell and the sprinkles make it crunchy. Hi, so we finished the Atlas crate and it was a grand old time. We had a lot of fun and I'm just gonna share with you a few of the things that we did and my thoughts about it. So the first thing that we did was make Brigadeiro. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Sorry if I'm offending anyone with my weird accents going on today. But this is what it looks like. I know that they look a little bit weird. They've been in the freezer, so this pan is really cold. So if I'm like shifting it around in my hands, that's why. But it went pretty well, I think. It's very, very simple. It's just like sweetened condensed milk, cocoa powder, water, and some butter. And that's about it. And then you pour it on a plate, I guess, and you can put it in the fridge or just let it cool at room temperature. It is very, very, very soft, even in the fridge. And so we went to roll it into balls. It still was extremely soft. So I would probably recommend putting it in the fridge, or you could probably even get away with putting it in the freezer if you want it to be fairly solid when you're rolling it, because it's even softer than if you made fudge type of a consistency. And so we took it out and it says to put butter on your hands. So my kids put butter on their hands just a little bit to keep it from sticking. And then we had a variety of sprinkles. I had a bunch of chocolate ones, which are what these ones are covered in. And then we had some Christmas ones. I had a couple winter ones. They already ate those ones, so those were like blue and white and things like that. So I just was pouring out whatever sprinkles we had in the cupboard. But my kids enjoyed making this. They thought it was delicious. My husband thought it was delicious. He said he wasn't sure about the sprinkles. I think in the past when he's made it, they didn't put sprinkles on it. And so he thought the sprinkles kind of took away from the flavor for a second, and then you get all the chocolate flavor. So I thought it tasted good, and I actually liked the crunchiness that comes from the sprinkles. And when you're making them and they're super sticky, the sprinkles help take away some of that stickiness, right? They give you something to grab onto that's not sticky. So I thought that was helpful for that. So we had fun making that, another great recipe from the Atlas crate. And then we made a little football thing. So soccer, obviously in Brazil is huge. So this is like a foosball table, if you have one of those or have ever had one. Growing up, we had one, my grandma had one, and we played on it a lot. So, sorry, it doesn't stay together very well. I'm trying to show you pictures of my kids playing it. I think the idea is amazing. Like, I really think it's such a cute idea, and it looks like a foosball table. But obviously these sticks are falling out all over the place. But let me take one out and show you. So you put the little people on these, I don't even know, they're like a paper clip, but plastic style. They use them a lot in these crates for like holding paper or paintings in place when your kids are doing things so it's not moving all over the place. So that's very helpful when they do that. And so they're kind of hard actually to get on these dowels because they just don't slide on very easily. I feel like maybe there could have been something that was a better option. And they pop off while you're playing sometimes. So not only are you trying to hit the ball, but there's people flying all over the place. So that's an added factor. And then also when you're putting them on, if you push the dowels too hard, they snap in half. So that's what happened when one of my kids was trying to put one on. This one snapped, so I just taped it back together and it worked okay. But there's several of them that are just sitting in here right now because again, they stay on okay, but not the best. But then this is just, I think this is super cute, right? This is little boxes, the goalie boxes for where the ball can go right here. So I just think that's really cute. And then they even thought of like a scoring thing. So there's little beads right here. And so you can keep score to 3. So you can just move them over when you get a point. So I thought that was a super cute idea. And then there's one on this side with blue beads. So I think the idea of it is great. The construction is just not there for me. And it's not gonna last probably even a day with my kids trying to play it. But they did have a lot of fun trying it out. So that's my thoughts on that. And then we made a sloth, well, we sewed a sloth together. Oh, if we can pick him up here we go. Here he is right here. So it came with these leaves that you can put on here and kind of decorate it. You could hang it up as it's some sloth garland, I guess, if you wanted to start a new trend. So the sloth itself, it has little Velcro, so it can just pop off of here, but you sew it together so you can see the lighter thread that goes around it. So my daughter actually did that. My boys put this mostly together, and then all my kids helped make the brigadeiro, but my daughter did most of this because she didn't get to participate in a lot of the other things. And it was good because this kind of project would have been hard for multiple people to do. Like, it was fine for this and they were able to work together and give each other different assignments, but this one would have been really hard. And so she sewed it together, and then you put the stuffing in. As you sew it, you have to stop and put in his arms and legs so they're sewed into the body. So I thought that was a nice like added difficulty level, I guess. Instead of just the straight sewing, it's like, okay, I gotta stop and put them in and try to line them up. And then it has Velcro on one side so you can stick him to himself, maybe you can. And then you can stick his legs together, so that's how you can get him on our little string right here. So I thought this guy was cute. And then that was all the activity, like craft type stuff we did. And I put my pages in my book that's getting really big right now. And I looked at these directions for the samba, and I tried like 2 steps, and I was like, not happening here. And my husband did a little bit, and I'm like, oh, you can read the dance instructions, because this is like reading a foreign language to me. I'm like, I don't even know what to do here. And it says, you know, make sure your hips are involved in the samba. So there you go. I am not a dancer, but I thought this was a fun little thing to add. And my husband, he could probably get it. He has rhythm and I do not. So that was all, it was all a lot of fun. And again, you have this packet if you want to go through it. It has different things that you can visit, things that you can look for as you read through all the different adventure cards and things like that. So overall, I still think that Atlas Crate was good and it was a win for us, but there was just a few construction issues, I guess, that were a little bit of a struggle. So if you enjoy seeing these videos, please give us a thumbs up and we will see you next time.